That's a good song, alright, I think. Always gets you in the mood for Blood Bowl. Hello, everybody. I am Chun, once again giving you today's fantastic game of Blood Bowl here in Crenbowl, Season 17. It's gonna be the Prime Orcs versus the Wish.Communists, the Dark Elf team. Should be interesting, I should hope. Now, though, frankly, I find the interest to be a little bit more based upon the leaderboard right now. Looking at it, I believe, if I win today, I am tied for first. Krendor has been in the lead since the beginning, and after a few key victories earlier this week, he's down to second. I could potentially knock Krendor into third place. This could be interesting. I mean, not that I don't necessarily want to see Krendor in the playoffs, don't get me wrong, I do. It's always better for the whole thing. But leading Krendor? Yeah, that's never happened, actually, for me. Hello, Kuhn! How are you doing, my friend? I hope you're ready for some Blood Bowl. I know I am. Let's pop over then, shall we? There it is. Hello! Alright, Frozen Light is not quite online just yet, but that's perfectly okay for the moment. Still got about 5 minutes until game time. Let's take a look at our teams then, shall we? Let's see. Angrork finally gets his way in. Then it gets that second touchdown. He's had 2 touchdowns. Angrork. This guy. Touchdowns. 2 of them. He now has guard. Making my team 6. Count it, 6 guards. Meanwhile, Mortrolian has a very specific stat to go over. He tried moving 8 times last game. Do you want to guess how many times he actually did? 2. He moved twice. He went stupid 6 times out of 8 turns on the field, 4 of those in a row. It was a fun thing to happen. It wasn't fun for the game, but it was funny. But anyway, we got, as usual, we have Fulgork, our block thrower, Pertrabork with block, Jagork Tykrork with blodge, who's become more or less our ball carrier if Angrork isn't possible. But yeah, we've got guard all over the place right now. 1, 2... So far, only Fair Orc is the only black orc without guard. Let's see if we can get him that, shall we? But yeah, 3 rerolls, 1 apothecary. I might go for another reroll if I get enough in winnings. I go for 4, but 3 has been pretty good. It's an away game for me, so it's going to be at Dark Elves Stadium, which is this team, played by Frozen Light. Let's see, a runner, 4 blitzers, and the rest are linemen. So he's got a fairly dull team. Your team is the reason they made guard break. Just about, yeah. Yeah, so fairly dull, fairly basic. I mean, you don't have witch elves, you don't have assassins. So Frozen Light is playing a very, not dark elf team, but it's going to be interesting. He's got a fair amount of block, even outside of his blitzers. 2 blodge, that 1/5 agility with blodge. He's going to be a problem. But yeah, it should be interesting. Should be cool. 3 rerolls, 3 fan factor. Only has a level 1, so no stadium updates. Frozen Light's online now. And his stream is going. Cool. So hey, if y'all want to have that whole, simultaneous stream going, be my guest. I'll give you a couple of seconds to do that, if you so desire. I love your confidence with my. I love your confidence with me, Goon, placing 300 poor choices on them. I mean, to be fair, it's probably not unlikely. Orcs tend to have a problem with high agility teams, but we'll see. I mean, at the same time, I also dealt pretty well with the high elves when that happened, so. Anyway. I always gotta go with my elf boys. Fair enough, friend. Fair enough. But we'll see. If they let me brawl, I'm gonna hopefully crash through them. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, we've got the go ahead. So let's hit it then. All right, 90,000 in my treasury. I don't want to spend anything because I want to keep that treasury for more things later. However, 140 in petty cash for his side. He could maybe get a wizard. He's probably going to go for Bloodwiser Babes. Maybe another reroll if he really wanted to. Doesn't have enough really for mercenaries or star players. He's thinking about something. 10k short of wizard. Oh, okay, so that's they're 150 then. That's right. So yeah, so maybe if I were him, I'd definitely take 2 Bloodwiser Babes. Nope, he's getting another Apothecary. All right. Makes sense. All right. Here we go. I've got a bottle of Canada Dry next to me, a slice of Nurchie's pizza, and here we are, folks, at our stadium. The Wish.communists communists have taken the field. This dark elf team is less dark than it is elf, but that has seemed to do them some amount of things. They certainly have 7th place overall in this Crenbowl season. Facing off against their opponents, the beefified Da Prime Orcs. All the way from Eleanor, this Orc team has bashed its way into 3rd place. That's right, and with their eyes set on 1st place at the end of this game, this is not going to be a safe game for the elf team, let me assure you. But here comes the rough with the toss. And the elves have decided to receive. All right, let's hit those level ups. Let's see, plus movement. So Conrourke has got the ball. Full Rourke. Okay, Sanguiniorc. Actually, no, I want Sanguiniorc on there. Orkle Dornorc can swap out. Okay. This announcer sounds biased. Well, sports fans, when you're paid by the Prime Orcs, of course you're biased. I mean, seriously, have you ever watched a game on Yes? They always... Anytime Aaron Judge does anything, it's always, what an amazing play by Judge! But whenever anybody else does anything, it's like, well, that's a thing that just happened. I'm not the biggest fan of the Yankees, despite my being New York. Is he really going to try to line up the plus agility? Well, he wants the agility guy out front. So we can give him the ball so we can just run right through my thing. Because even into tackle zones, he's got a 2-up. He's got a lot more block than I do. Karl Marx, the runner. Dump off. Really should have like a passer. Meanwhile, we got WEB of the Forest and Lev David Springstone. All right, let's go slight risk. Boom! Shallow kick. Extra reroll. All right. Easy pickup. All right. Gonna blitz through Lemork, huh? Well, they both have block, and it's a 1-die. Nope, 2-die. Okay. Oh, that's right. There goes a 3 plus the 1. Already? Well, it's just a stun. We tolerate that. He's opened up the left side. Oh, he's finding the good dice today. And it's his choice. Does he want Lion Orc to stay where he is? And he will. He's also wow! Okay. Break the armor of the Black Orc, why don't you? Yeah. It is a bit silly. But hey, you know what? Makes the game interesting. And he's got a lot of rerolls that I need to burn through. All right, makes the GFI. Yeah, I mean, 2-up dodges are easy enough. And frankly, Mortrolian doesn't need to be the most mobile ever. He's certainly thinking about it. He has his options. But I also have my responses. We'll first get Fair Orc back up and over here. And the troll continues. He's thinking about his garden. The good thing is it wasn't the blitz. Who do I want to go through? I think, let's see, he was going to go down this way easier. Gotta pick one or the other. The pass is going to be harder, I think. But he's got enough movement at the moment. We'll deal with this guy first. We'll cover up Joseph Breeze too, just to be safe. I'll get Angrork over there to do some bashing if allowed. Hurts Robork. Alright. Get the Blitz over here with Rabutork. Of course. I mean, seriously, he gets 2 armor breaks and I roll 3 skulls. Alright, we'll put Sanguiniorc down here to cover up Joseph Breeze. And Jagorktai is going to come down here and just be like a bit of extra coverage. Why must you fail me so often? That's actually a good point, and thank you for reminding me of my buttons.
Why must you fail me so often?
But at the moment, you stand to get your points back. So I don't know what yours... Unless you're like me in sports in general and just like watching good games. Oh, wow! Snake Eyes? Snake Eyes? No. He rolled a 1 into a 2. He's going to hand off. He's going to hand off, and then Vladimir. Now he's going to pass. Do a 4-up catch. And he rolls a 6 on that. Fair enough, sure, whatever. That's the thing. Frozen Light is good. I knew Frozen Light was good. I guess I just... Alright. It is definitely Elves. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. I did say that in the opener. This is the most elfish, not dark team that the least dark elf team I've ever seen. So, all right. You know what? Let's make it let's make this whole thing crunchy. Let's make it crunchy. I've got so much guard on the field. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Put that there. We'll have Sanguini Orc. Here as well. All right. Bit of a weird setup, but we'll see. Pump! Oh, that actually kind of works to my favor. I don't want to score quickly here. Two die. There's a POW. Throw him back. No armor break, sadly. Another POW. Fucking hell. Stay. Still no armor break. Okay. The 1 and 9s. Yeah. It's the only other really... Well, actually, no. I could use Lemork. No, I want Lemork to be part of this. All right, 1 GFI, please, Conrourke. I've already used reroll, so that's bad. That's a blitzer. He's got just block. That's the blodge blitzer. It's the agility blitzer. Be able to get the 2 die over here on King El Sung. All right, I need the ball to be safe before I do anything first. So there we go. Okay, full Grork. How about you do some... There we go. Okay, -1 on all passing rolls. All right, I did not notice the... Ba-do-do-do. I'm just gonna grind through because I can. He could use his reroll, but he's not gonna. I'm not gonna worry about him failing dodges. He's got 2-ups on everything. In order for him to fail just about anything, he needs to roll Snake Eyes. This is silly. I needed that guy to go down. Well, I wasn't planning on moving fast anyway. Now, let's see if Fiddlecaster... I hate my life sometimes, you know that? More guard, how about? One die into guard. That's fine. Still no armor breaks. He breaks my armor immediately in turn 1. I can't break his. Admittedly, 8 armor is not nothing, so... Two die with block into block. He's obviously going to focus all of his attention on my 2 outsiders and leave this annoying cage. This is just block. He rerolled that into that. He could have saved the reroll, but he had the extra. His big problem is, however, that most of my guard is right around here, around the ball carrier. And he needs to break through all of it in order to really get there. Use your reroll already. I must be doing something wrong with my guard placement. Should be making a cross, not a box. That way the guard helps the guard, as opposed to standing around by itself. Alright, he then pushes Sanguiniorc. Alright. Nope, he's gonna push Jagortai. Alright. Think we can do some injury, Angrorc? See if your Butch Orc squigs help us here. That's something. Okay. What a time to be alive. Alright, no rerolls. Hurts Rob Orc, you wanna hit somebody real hard? Alright, I need to move a little further forward. If I can get another 5 steps. 5, 6 steps. Safely, at least. He's holding me, that's for sure. I've made slow progress. But I've rejiggered my cage, and I don't think it's actually been any helpful. Really, the ball needs to be in Jagortai's hands in order for that to be helpful. Yay! That's one. Alright, well, he's used his reroll. Okay. You put Lemorc right next to the ball carrier, so... Well, you're after some Sanguiniorc. He's injured. No long-term effect. I'll save my apothecary. I've got a bench. Just got to bring Mort Trolleon back in. Okay. Come on, one more one. I just needed one more Snake Eye. Got it!
Yes.
And hey, that opens me up. Stand up, Fulgrork. All right. Nice. Follow. Armor break. KO. Okay, well, you know what? He at least doesn't have any babes, so it's not points. I really want points. If I'm not going to get points, that's fine, but... Oh, screw it. I'm just going to run all the way I can. And not into the sidelines where he can get surfed. But I will cover as many of the angles as I can. To die. Come on, Orcle. The Imperiorc fists are not having a great showing. Orc period. I'll figure that one out later. A 1 and a 6. Brilliant. Rabutork wouldn't have been able to get much more than a 1 die. Alright, I know that Frozen Light can score in 2 turns, so... Yep, that's 8-Bit Drummer. That's right. Would have been too much to hope that he took the both down, but... Okay. Miss next game? Next game is against Dwarves. He doesn't have any SPP, though. Sorry, Orcle. I mean, somebody needs to be the unleveled lineman, and it's just him. Maybe I'll get another lineman to pad out my sideline a little bit, too. Magnork the Red is... Magnork the Red or Magnork the Orc? Kind of like Magnork the Orc. Oh my fucking god! I could give Angrork another touchdown. Do I fucking dare? Conwork is a touchdown away from leveling up. I really shouldn't. The meme is amazing, but levels are better. And I'm not gonna give him. I'm gonna give him. I'm not going to. I'm going to. I'm gonna stall. I don't like stalling, but I'm going to stall. KO! The first touchdown that happened was because of lack of guard on your team. You don't have enough of it. You don't say, did you? You think I don't have enough guard? Frankly, I think you're right. It is a shame. It's a shame and a crying one that 6 guard just is never enough. I don't have block, but stumbles works. Alright, 1 die. Well, whatever. I can score next turn. That's what I'm interested in. Okay, now I'm using my Apothecary. I can't have Lemork not be on the field. 1 die, literally. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that would have been amazing. Patty cake, butcher's orc. Yeah, he's going after full Grork. Can't say I blame him. I cannot wait for Crendor to be annoyed at how much guard is here. I'm surprised Crendor hasn't looked at my team yet. I mean, to be fair, I've also made it a very good... I've made a personal point to not tell Crendor about what's going on with my team. Full Grork's not that scary of a thrower. Certainly not now.
He's dead.
Clip that. Well, now I know who... Actually... Okay, now I know who I'm replacing, so now I need your help. Digi, do I replace Fulgrork with Rylanork or like oh crap, who are some more Emperor's Children's characters? Fuck, who is that? Fuck, who is the apothecary jackass? Lucius. Fabius Bile or Lucius, yeah. Rylanor, Lucius, or Fabius Bile? Oh, screw it. I'm not really good. I'm not gonna get any more help, really. Marius Viroshan would be a great one. I've never heard of that one. You're gonna have... You're gonna have to link me the reference to that character, Kun. Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna cut my losses. Let's get some running yards. First Sound Marine. Oh, okay. Oh, look at Mort Trollian. He's just shuffling around. With Lucius following in Fulgrim's footsteps sounds cooler. Well, we still got the second half to think about to talk about it. The problem is, I'm now down to only 5 guard. Although that being said, with Conrork, why wouldn't I give him guard? Unless he rolls a doubles, in which case I can give him, like, dodge or something. The armor is definitely flip-flopped. I've suffered 2 injuries that fortunately won't last long, and a death that unfortunately will. Yeah. Alright, and I receive... Alright. Yep. I did just get a plus movement, plus strength catcher from last match. Good for you, Digi. Alright, so he is down 2 players. Well, 3 players, actually. So am I, but since I actually had a bench... He's at 8 and I'm at 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I've got a little bit of a player advantage, but he's still Elves. If I hadn't failed at GFI, I would have had a player with 31 SPP. Dang. And Jagortai is still currently the most SPP character in this division. It's actually been kind of funny watching Krendor struggle with his name. Is that Angrork? That's fucking Angrork! No, I'm not moving Angrork! I'm sad this isn't a blitz. If it goes out, you know he wants it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The touchdowningest black orc there's ever been. Yeah. But Angrork loves to TD. He had a technical 2-turn last game with a blitz kickoff. Fuck you! Fuck you, Mort Trollian!
Why must you fail me so often?
Stun. Seriously, Mort Trollian! You have played 2 games. I have tried to move you 10 times. You have gone stupid for 8 of those 10 times. Your garden cannot be that good. A combined 80% failure rate on really stupid. It's remarkable. Which is why I remarked on it. It's almost unconscionable. Can I get Reboot Torque another injury or maybe even a touchdown? Didn't you know he has to weed the garden every match? That's true. Guess so. You hate it when you're right, Digi. And when you're right, you're right. And you're always right. Alright, Jagorktai. Go for it, man. Please. Good. You know, I could have given that to Angrork with that roll. Ah, well. Planned it out so well, so carefully. You can still pass it to him. That's true. I'll do that. I'll do that next turn. Planned it out so well, so carefully. Yep, he's got to go there. And now I just have the Eagles in my head for whatever reason. But frankly, for as far as music is concerned, you could do worse than the Eagles for an earworm. You can't hide your lion eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lion eyes. Yeah! Points for whoever that was! Who was that? Terraborg! Yay! Okay. Stand up. Mortrolian. Please, for the love of Gork and Mork, you have a 3 die! God damn it! It's like Mortrolian wants to roll 1s all the fucking time. Late at night, the big old house gets lonely. Okay. Oh, fucking hell. I really want to give Angrork another touchdown, but I really shouldn't. Reasonably, the guy who should get it should be Rabutork. You know what you need post-match? Pancakes. No, I honestly prefer waffles, but you're right. Although that being said, I've eaten a fair amount today already, so... Fuck it. We'll just give it Jagork tie, because he's the most incompetent ball carrier I have at the moment. And you know what's also worse about that whole thing, right? There is a new place in town that does in fact serve waffles. Unfortunately, they serve terrible waffles. They're not crispy, they're soft and soggy. They don't have any crunch, they don't have any texture. They're literally just what if pancakes had texture. Like tactile texture as opposed to like mouthfeel, you know what I mean? If Conrork dies here, I'm gonna be very pissed.
Yeah.
Now here goes. Dodge into a blitz on Jagork. Oh, he already uses blitz. All right. So Jagork tie is still good for the moment.
Yeah.
He's got all of his rerolls. You just gonna dance? More Trollian. For the love of gods. Thank fuck! To die. He's got dodge. I don't have tackle, but that's fine. You should know how to arrange things. You planned it out so well, so carefully. And funny how it didn't seem to change things. You're still that same old girl you used to be. You can't hide your lion eyes. I know the number, but still. One strength the Dark Elves have. Yeah, that's true. Well, not the only strength. There. My goal right now is to attrition him. Think high and dark both have the highest elf armor, while pro and wood have mainly 7. Yeah, that seems about right. One die, it's a push. Rerolled it into a POW. Fuck you, dude. No injury and pretty bad bounce. 5 up dodges and a 5 up dodge, a 5 up pickup. Well, it's definitely gonna force a scrum. That's for certain. Which benefits me in the long run. Hey, more trolling. Thank Christ. Crappity! Conrourke. Oh yeah! KO. You know what? At this point, I will take. He has 2 apothecaries. He hasn't hardly used them. He has 1 apothecary left. Alright, 2-die blitz with no block. Well, there's still 3 tackle zones around the ball. And I get KO'd. Three tackle zones. He only has 6 players left. Still a 5-up pickup, and that's like the attrition is working in my favor right now. This is good. Because now he needs to either be picky or big-time playy. And he's gone big-time playy. Come on, Perturab.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay. Can I? Need a dodge? I have 1 reroll. 6 in the dodge. I find a POW. I knock him over. Stay. Armor break. Stun. That's fine. Miao Zedong. I love these names. Okay, so let's see. Perturab can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. Fuck it. I would be a fool to not. Hey, Mortrolian, can you go over there and at least ways... No? No? Okay, sure, sure. Found another weed, did you? All right. That's fine. Oh, that's just swell. Orcs must be good at intercepting because that is the only team type that intercepted me, and I passed about 20 to 30 turns at this point. You know what? I'll take it. Maybe the Orcs are tired of being like, we want to try a more refined game of Blood Bowl. The old thing about going up and just punching people, as fun and invigorating as it is, doesn't have the same kind of refined skills involved that we want to encourage in our future play. It's always funny watching an orc character suddenly become something of a scholar. Who knows? Actually, that's actually a good point. I might just say it right now. If it turns out that my character in Dehedro's game goes south and dies, I'm going to make an orc artificer. He's got 5 players, and he's got to deal with an angle that almost exclusively means he'll be dealing with a bunch of extra help. But now if he uses his blitz on Rabutork, reroll into skulls. Okay then.
Yes.
More attrition! Oh! That's an apothecary!
He's dead.
Got better.
And that was Angrork, too. 2 touchdowns and a murder. He's happy. But I am the artificer of that campaign. Although my character goes south, I am totally doing the Fire Genazi's Fathomless Patron Warlock. Alright, well, I will think of something else then. I forgot about that. Alright. Motrolian, can you... Alright, Wade's done. Thank you for your consideration, Motrolian. Stay. Armor break. KO. The attritioning is going well. Make 1 dodge and... Okay, where can he not get? Here. Alright. Meaning that his best chance to stop me from scoring is going to be Antoine Poffergy. And it's going to have to be a red die with block. Have to be double red dice with block. I was expecting I would be able to win this game, but I wasn't expecting to win like this. With another Black Orc touchdown. Although Artificer has very different types depending on the subclass, mine is going to be the Alchemist. And there is the tank version that would fit an Orc Scholar. Oh yeah, the Armorist. Two dodges and a blitz into red dice. You can re-roll. I got very excited for a second. Two GFIs. Angrok, go stand next to Mortrolian so he doesn't... so he has a bit better time getting to where he wants to be. Get off the sidelines just in case. All right. He really just has to do that. And I'm not going to give him a block. No! This is my turn 16. I need to focus entirely on just getting the ball into the end zone. Go for it, Perturab Orc. You've earned it. And join the ranks of Black Orcs that have scored touchdowns. Now, unless Frozen Light can do some real bullshit, like gets a blitz or something like that, no, I would get the blitz, because he gets the ball. He gets 2 of his KOs back. I get 1 KO back. I was thinking for an Orc would be an Armorer subclass with Thunder Gauntlets. That would be kind of cool, though. That would be nice. That would be neat. All right. He only has 1 turn. I can't do anything, so I may as well just stay this way. I'll let him, like, he'll probably have a chance to, he'll have a chance to do something, I bet. Maybe it's just going to be like a throw the ball, but he doesn't have the movement. Boom! Quick snap. Whoa! What a kick! Point. Nope. Touchback. The riot would be the only way. Yeah. Two die into Lion Orc Johnsorc turns into just a push. Which is going to get him another 2 die. Which is a stumble. He's going to break armor here, I'm sure. Nope. Okay. Neat. All right. So, what you going to do? End turn. GG, my friend. And with that, I'm not going to reroll F3. Sanguiniorc gets the MVP, so that's nice. Karl Marx gets his MVP, so that's good for him. So none of the dead players got MVP, which is fantastic. Potential more guard. Oh yeah, that's 2 levels. 15 on his side, and a lot more on my side. 18. Fulgorg got 1 point before he died. So you know what? That's not the worst. I mean, it's sad that he died. Wish.communists, 13 ones, 18 twos, 24 threes, 24 fours, 24 fives, 21 sixes. He actually had some pretty high dice rolls. Did you look at my last match for SPP? I will do that after this, Digi. Let's just block dice. 10 skulls, 15 both down, 29 pushes, 7 stumble, 5 pow. Ow, that was pretty low for his side. However, I also don't have a lot of block by comparison, so both downs work to his favor more often. 8 ones on my side. You see my last match versus Hellbent. I will have to take a look at those, which, by the way, thank you for reminding me as I look at your name, Kun. I get to choose the outcome, and me win! Yay! I got your points, Kun. 8 ones, 10 twos, 13 threes, 13 fours, 25s, 15 sixes. Yeah. You got point dwarves next week? Dude, Digi, so do I! That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Read not, but let's hope. And our block dice, 16 skulls, 13 both downs, 20 pushes, 8 stumbles, 18 pows. I honestly don't know if that's balanced or not. That looks fairly balanced. That's a bit, actually, it's a bit lower, but yeah, you know, whatever. Looks like I'm going to watch to earn them back. And Kun, it would be great for that to happen. Man, what a game. Validate the match. Now, we've got some players to work with. Hopefully Fen doesn't feed them. I got the not so fast achievement. I intercepted. So it's like intercept a pass. I thought I'd done that already. Let's take a look at Frozen Light really quick. Yep, Karl Marx is his only level up. Meanwhile, we have Conrork, Kurzork, and Sanguiniorc. Alright, so let's see. Conrork. Player might have died, or the actual achievement is intercept and score. That actually... You know what? That's actually fair. It was the player that intercepted the ball that scored, so that was probably it then. Alright, Conrork, Kurzork. You roll a 9. You know what? At this point, I really should. I mean, he already has block, guard. This would go for it. More guard! Alright, Sanguiniorc. You've been languishing unleveled for a while. Let's see what you do. 7. He doesn't even get strength. So, you know what? Do I go good? Do I just go generally good or silly? You know what? Sure. Let's do silly. Kick can have a lot of decent play, about. All right, now we need players. So, who is succeeding FOUWL as our representative of the 3rd Legion? We have Rylan Orc, Loose Orc, and whoever Kuhn said before. Like, Rylan Orc, like, is just a badass guy. Loose Orc is scary in his own right. Fabiorc Bylorc is crazy. And who is the Sound Marine? If we're up to, like, frankly, for me, I would just call him. I would just go for like Rylan Orc, considering like that character is like one of the greatest characters in 40k. He didn't do much, but what he did was awesome. Ay. Yeah. You know, I think I just convinced myself. I'm just going to go Rylan Orc. Am I spelling that right? $40K Ryla. Yep, I am spelling that correct. I have 60K left. Question. If I buy Magnorc the Red or Magnorc the Orc, is he a lineman or a goblin? The goblin would allow for a little bit of extra play with the Mortrolian, but I don't think Magnus and Mortarion had a lot of interplay with each other. I don't know. Mm. Well, at least it was confirmed purchase and put Rylan Orc in the proper spot. Alright, so we still have 6 guard. Sanguiniorc is gonna be our kicker. Orcal is down, so we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we don't have schedule. Mineral Cravers is next, and they have played, so 1,600. Dang. I'm actually going to get some stuff. What? Oh, he is a Death Roller. He must have just bought that thing. He's got 4 guard himself. A lot of tackle. A lot of tackle. A lot of block. A lot of thick skull. Oh, this is going to be hard. This is going to be so hard. Xenotime, the Death Roller. Look at him go. Typical dwarves. Nothing dies, so you feel like you have to get the death roller. Yeah. Well, he's got a sizable sideboard himself. And with 1,600... Oh... Fuck it. Do I get another... Yeah, no, the goblin isn't going to help me much. It's just going to be a target. Yeah, I'll think about that while we'll think about that while we look at the other matches. How about that? That's a good idea. All right, so let's see. Insofar as this is concerned, as Division A is concerned, there's one game left, and that is Crendor's game, which is going to be tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern. So be on the lookout for that. So let's see. Rugby Legends. Where'd they go? Am I? No, I haven't. Versus the Swolswer's Stone. Ooh. Oh, wow. That is a lot of SPP there, dude. 8, 10, 14 for vampires. 10, 5, 8, 19 for you. Neat. That's a lot of SPP. All passes on Percy Montgomery. Wow. That is fantastic. I mean, I knew that was your gimmick this time around, but man, to see it succeed is kind of remarkable too. All right, now. All right. So his match against Hellbent, and Hellbent is in E this time, is he? No, he's in B. Where is Hellbent? C. Okay. So Apocalypse Heralds. Mummy Returns 1990. Oh, I knew Hellbent has not been having a great time, but 4-0, dude. Oh my fuck. 10, 18, 25 SPP in this game. Holy crap. Imhotep, Benny Gebor, Evelyn O'Connell, Anuk Sunamun, Ardith Bay, Rick O'Connell, Mr. Burns. Wow. That is a lot. Look at all the dice that Hellbent rolled. Wow. 33% pickup. That. Well, if you want to go over the replay so people can see it, you can. You know what? That might not be a bad idea. I've got nothing going on. You know what? Let me change a few things around on my thing. Let's turn this into a double feature. We can turn this into a double feature. That was a... All right. And actually, for that, I'm going to make an executive decision. Hop into a voice channel. Digi, if you want to talk about your game, that would be fine with me. D, week 7. That would be High Elves versus Vampires. All right. A quick shot over here. I love that you made that your entry sound, man. Oh, oh, really? Neat. Uh-huh. Neat. That's so good, and especially with our themes for next year. Year. It would be, yeah. Yeah, I need to get some more. I need to get some more Laugh Olympics sounds myself. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, what was I doing? I was doing something. Oh yeah, I was updating my stream thing to say that we were doing a different game. Yeah. That's funny. It's the vampires, not vampires. Yeah. It was like, blah, aloha oi, yeah, with your victims of the night. What would a Hawaiian vampire? Oop, wrong button. Delete that. Making a couple of dumb mistakes getting this. There. That's the proper game that we're talking about. Now we'll just wait and see if anybody will show up before we do this. So let's see. Even though we know the outcome of this match, it's gonna. While I'm waiting for people to roll in, why don't we talk about the teams a little bit? And we already know what you do. I mean, you're High Elves. You pass every turn if you have the ball. Yeah. Oh, okay. Zaxxonite, the Swolcerer's Stone. Alright, so they are going into this with a 4 vampire build. Pretty basic. Ron Weasley. Okay. Alright. Alright then. And otherwise, we have the 4 vampires. Harry Squatter, Dumbledore, Swoldemort, and Sirius Back. These are great names. Throbby. Don't think too much on that one. Radoslav Kroll. I bet he was a journeyman that he hired. Alright. Hermione Ganger. Neville Strongbottom. Luna Liftgood. These are great. Ron Weasley. Charity Burbench. Minerva McGonagall. Oh my god! What a joke! This is amazing. I love this. Mm-hmm. I hope. Ugh. Yeah, looking at it. That's pretty big. Neat. I look forward to seeing that. So yeah, 4 rerolls, an Apothecary, and 3 Fan Factor. But the Fan Factor is probably a little different for the game, but yeah. But yeah, that should be interesting to see. And see it, we shall. Because there it is. We know the result, but how did we get there? Well, let us turn ourselves into the Blood Bowl version of Columbo and find out, shall we? That's right, I know about Columbo. What are you gonna do? And here we go, sports fans. Here at the Chamber of Gains, the Swolcerer's Stone, our vampire overlords, have taken the field with their thrall linemen. That's right, Snagglepuss. Man, if only we could actually have like an... If we had... What I wouldn't give to have the voice actor for Snagglepuss do something like this. Yeah. I'm gonna be grabbing plenty of his lines. So we're gonna have 4. Possibly. Alright, well... Alright, so we got a backup Yogi. Perfect. Well, you're setting up in defense. Well then, let us enjoy the game. Like, the setup. Okay, I guess there must have been a vampire. Oh, the vampire's the other vampire back line. Extra scatter. Nice. It was actually very sunny throughout the entirety of our game too. Yeah, I mean, admittedly, it never really came into play, but surprisingly, I did make 1 pass with an orc, so... Like, seriously, not to... Oh, I see what you mean. It was like not to make like the whole thing about my games. I mean, it is my stream, but you know, whatever. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, it's like it's really been quite interesting seeing this orc team be like the most orc and the least orc I've ever seen an orc team. A half dozen guards, so I'm bashing the shit out of everything, but I'm also like, I have two black orcs that have made touchdowns. It's like, hardly half of what I've done with my team should not have happened. Never mind a black orc intercepting the ball. Alright, it's obviously not this push on Luna Liftgood, who's got a much more elegant mustache than I remember from the movies. Ooh! Double ones on that dodge. You hate to see it. Yeah. And your player also had dodge anyway, so you couldn't have re-rolled it regardless. All right. Yeah, I don't blame them. You want to get rid of the scary players, and that's usually the high earners. Even as yeah. Ooh, Shulk Burger. It is. Right. Ooh! Dang it! Oh! Right at the beginning of the turn, you hate to see that. Actually, gotta. Hmm. Yeah. No judgment here. Fair enough. Yeah. And step. Stun. There's that first touchdown. Oh yeah, you hate to see that, but and you already start with a death and an injury, but your KO comes back. That's always nice. That's nice. Well, what were the inducements? I actually looking over and I see Zaxxonite with a wizard. Hmm. Oh boy. Thing at the vampires theme. Got my. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's understandable. That's what I do like the replay system that Blood Bowl 2 has. Nope. Yep. Well, at least wasn't a third Snake Eyes. Wow. That hurts. Uh-oh. Mm. They had plenty of blood wine prior. I want to suck your blood! He's injured. Charity Burbench. Neat. And all that really does is make me think, man, it's a good thing you don't get SPP for injuring your own folks, because that could be abusive as hell. Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. You set Harry Squatter down for a little bit. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you're doing there. Mm-hmm. But here it comes. Fresh off the mean streets of dank Elfheim, Harry Squatter has been fouled. Diagon Nocturnally has nothing on this shady dealings. Oh, Kindred!
I'll tell the world. That was weird.
It certainly is a bit weird, but thank you for the raid of 2 people. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy some Blood Bowl. I'm here with DigiPichu, watching a replay of a recent game of his. Yeah, vampires are already up 1-0 in the first half, scoring fairly quickly. And the High Elf team has had a string of what you can call it luck. I always enjoy a Blood Bowl. Good to hear, Kindred. Well, you've come to one of the right places. If you're wondering, this is Crenbowl, a fan league that is around and sponsored by WoW Crendor. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to be playing him in a couple of weeks, as we're getting close to the end of this regular season. Just finished a Rebel Clan game. Neat. And the ball has been gone out as it's been surfed. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Ooh, pardon me. Oh, that's no lucky. There's the catch. That's true. That's right. Yeah. So, Kindred, to answer your question, how has my season gone? I am current. Our season is my season is 9 weeks. I am sitting at 4-2-1 after 7 games. I am playing Orcs this season, so I'm doing fairly okay. Nice double skulls into a reroll. Well, Digi, what's your record so far this season? Okay, so basically the same thing that I do. It's funny. Yeah. Wow. Right. Now, if you're wondering about what we're talking about with downsides, Kindred, me and Digi are admins in this league. You don't hear a second voice. Oh, I've not.
Set up.
I set up everything else, but I didn't turn on the Discord mic.
Whoopsie doodles.
Yeah, my mistake. That's what I have. Like, I have all the buttons I need on Stream Deck, but it's on like 5 different screens. So sometimes I forget stuff. But yeah, we were talking about downsides. Me and Digi here are admins in Crenbowl. We are also fairly well versed in the game. I don't have a downside because I'm playing in like a more experienced division, but Digi is playing in a lower, less experienced division, which means
mainly full of like beginner. Like it's either their first or second season of playing Blood Bowl in entirety.
Yep. And so generally, us as admins like to not only disqualify ourselves from playoffs in the lower divisions, but also have like fun little handicaps that we have to play with to make things a bit more fun and interesting. Digi is playing High Elves with a handicap of every time that he has possession of the ball, he has to pass.
And there was another bloodlust fail.
Nom nom nom. Ladislav Kroll. Admin work is tough and underappreciated. Thank you for doing it. Well, you're welcome, Kindred.
So yeah, there was another injury from them.
As you were able to slip away because you're a slippery, sneaky-deaky elf. Oh, that's... You're not even in the league. That's true, Kindred. Although, in a couple of weeks, if you want to stick around for a while, we will be reopening sign-ups for next season. Soon enough, anyway.
Yep.
Like I said, we're coming up to the end of the regular season here in Season 17.
Yep. We are not sure if we're going to be doing Blood Bowl 2 or 3 yet. Also, there was a Bloodlust. Oh no, Richie Macaw goes out. But
With the... No, Richie Macaw. He's gone surfing again. I'm not sure where he's from, but I'd make some board shorts reference.
I think he's one of the English teams. But yes. Good old vampire bloodlusting.
Indeed. One of the few teams where self-attrition is a core mechanic.
Yes, and it gets played.
KO, Shane Williams.
Still trying to hit Just van der Westhuizen. Gets it with the reroll. But nothing, because 8 armor.
That you do. You do see a dead crumped git. Unfortunately, memes, this is Digi's game that we're playing right now, not mine.
Yep.
That being said, though, we did have a couple of deaths in my game a little bit ago, too, so... Oh, hello, you're just a receiver. For a second, I thought that the game was bugging out and not giving us a touchdown animation.
Because you forget, I got a pass.
You're right. All right, so we are tied 1-1 going into the half.
And none of their KO'd guys come back.
That is
So-
good for you.
And all my KOs come back.
So you're down 2, and he's down 4.
Yep. I think only Voldemort was my doing. The others was just the vampire team being the vampire team.
Yeah.
And the vampire team is the vampire team a bit more.
They only have
It's like
7 players left. 3 vampires and 4 thralls. How they don't...
And they bloodlust 3 more times.
How you don't pitch clear is beyond me.
Because I don't my actual hitting is like relegated to like this. Because the way that my team works is basically by avoidance. Like a lot of it is just done by avoidance. Oh, and get used to seeing Jonah Loma with and not with the ball. Because
Well, dumbbell doors being sent to the ground.
yep.
I really cannot get enough of this vampire team's naming scheme.
Yep. See? With and not with the ball.
Well, I think you're a little bit ahead of me because I'm like watching things play out, but
Well, I am too. It's just at times things get messed up.
yeah.
We'll pause it.
Yeah, dump off. Well, that's a good skill.
Dump off with nerves of steel.
Nice.
That even if they mark you, it's still going to be whatever your passing skill is.
There goes Bloodlust.
Yep.
Stand up, slave, and let me knock you down again. Throbby is KO'd.
Yep. Got 2 more, and they're just as bad. If I remember correctly.
He's now down to 6 players. That was a very nice right jab.
Yeah. I cannot wait for the new vampires to get in, because they actually get a big guy.
Really?
Yes. But it's not great.
What kind of big guy would the vampires get?
Fargeist.
Okay. Not sure what that is, but...
It's like a giant bat monster.
Okay, cool. I mean, it makes sense.
Yep. It is in Total War, and it is also in Mordheim.
All right. Here's another pass by Percy Montgomery. Flappy big bats from Total War. Are the vamp removals mostly self-inflicted? Yes,
Yes.
actually.
Yes, they are. Oh, there's another bloodlust.
Oh, perfect. I mean, that's usually this thing with vampires anyway. Yeah, half their damage is because their vampires get thirsty. And Luna lift good, didn't have a proper spotter that day.
So yeah.
That's what happens when you trust your vampire overlords to spot you as you're underneath 500 pounds of bench.
Like I said, be ready for Jonah Lomu to have and not have the ball a lot.
It's really kind of funny that that doesn't actually count towards your passing requirement.
Technically it would, but each time it would come back to my turn, it's start of a new turn.
Yeah. Man, how funny would it be if your entire team had, like, dump off like that?
That's what I wanted to try to do, but it's very hard to do.
Ah, fair enough.
Because only the throwers actually have passing access, so everything else is I have to get doubles.
Yeah, I get you. I'm excited with the new Vamp team. Getting movement with 8 runners adds lots of fun options. There sure sounds it.
But the downside is Bloodlust. It first the non-just like there are regular vampires like these guys that have it with 2+. Their other specialties have it at 3+.
So,
oh yeah, he's like enough of that. No more.
No more Jonah Lomu. Oh, and by the way, Percy Montgomery's gonna get punched in the back of the head too, so he's stunned by that. Dumbledore picks up the ball and is probably gonna try to make a run for it.
He attempts.
Though if I understand what the final score is right, not much comes of it.
No. Like, you can definitely tell that it's the fact his team is just attritioning itself.
Ooh.
Just the thing of vampires happening.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, they just don't. They just... Like, post-match, he actually asked me, like, what, like, I was just beating myself. Was there anything I could have done to actually make it better? I was like,
no.
No. Like, there was, like, maybe some stuff you could have done, but no. Like, your team just kind of beat the crap out of itself. And
yeah.
real quickly, he does have one more bloodlust fail. Oh yeah, he tried to blitz. So he does blitz. He gets it.
Splat.
But all he gets is a push.
Ah.
In a very not great spot.
Nope. He does get the POW on Nas Botha, though.
Which, I am, like, the Noblar season definitely made me kind of just go, yeah, I don't need to use that right now.
Ooh, uppercut. For a thrall, that guy knows how to fight.
Yeah, he only has dodge though.
And Ryan, well, Dumbledore's gonna go a little bit more flying. Whee! To Juice pass by Juice van der Hoytsen.
Use van der Westhuizen.
That him too.
He is, if I remember correctly, considered to be one of the best South African rugby players of all time.
And that vampire just said no.
Yeah. Jonah Lomu, if remarkably, is from New Zealand. Also considered to be one of the best rugby players of all time.
Now that explains why he hasn't been doing that. Why he's on the ground right now. He's used to being upside down.
And the guy that's attempting to get hit right now, Dan Carter, also was on the South African rugby team, and he raced a cheetah.
Really?
Yes.
That's
look it up.
funny. Will the next season of Crenbowl be open to all or invitation only?
Technically both. It's open to all, but it's a case of you sign up and then you have a chance of getting in.
Yes, every season we do a lottery from our sign-ups. But the good thing is, depending on how it is you pick, you might have a better chance just to get in off of that.
That was the turn of
Ooh.
ones.
Neat. On the dodge, a pass, and then 2 on catches.
It doesn't show it here in the game, but he almost looked like he was going to pass to the thrall. That was over here.
Where do people sign up? There will be a sign-up sheet that will be released in a couple of weeks right now. We're still in the middle of this season. KO'd. He skipped leg day. Yep. Like the one day Harry Squatter, of all people, skips leg day and he twists his ankle. But yeah, Kindred, if you want to stick around for a while, or follow me, or Digi, or pretty much other, yes, actually we can give you a link in the for the Crenbowl Discord if you want.
What was that? It was very strange.
So the thing I'm doing on this last turn is I wasn't able to get the vampire to drop the ball, so I just isolated him from all the thralls. So he can't, if he tries to do anything, he has to do extremely bad dodge rolls to get to that thrall.
All right, I have to be a little bit over here because like Twitch doesn't like copy paste, so
yeah. And here's where I wish I had a reroll.
Ungrua North Frisco. Yep, that's correct. There you go, Kindred. A link to the Crenbowl Discord. Like I said, associated with WoW Crendor as well, if you're familiar with him at all. Classic YouTuber, non-content master extraordinaire, Twitch streamer of various things. And that's how the game went to 1-1. Snedge! Yep. How's it going, friend? I gotta use those. Anytime Snedge shows up, and he doesn't show up often, always with that red emote. I love it. Just in time for the tie. Yes, indeed. And I love that you love that emote, Snedge.
So, yeah, his 6 bloodlusts were the worst bloodlusts.
That they were. I mean, bloodlusting is never good for the vampire team, but those were just really bad times.
If you can actually see that I did not cause the damage, because if you go to the block die in die rolls, mine are low.
Yeah. 8 skulls, 9 both down, 21 pushes, 4 stumble, 8 pow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not very well conducive to that. I'll keep an eye out for the sign-on announcements. Thank you. You're welcome, Kindren. Welcome to Crenbowl. We'll hope to see you in the game. We all have a lot of fun. Be sure to pop around and see some other streams as well. I know that earlier today when I was playing my game, before you showed up, Frozen Light, my opponent, was also streaming. Every so often, other folks stream as well. It's a very nice and friendly community we've got going over here. All right, so that was a...
But yeah, that's how I had 11 passes with 11 sexful catches.
There you go. Meanwhile, over here in Div D, we still have one game left to play. Big Caps versus Saltbeards.
Which I am hoping the goblins actually do the goblin thing.
That is Fenn's game then. All right.
Yeah.
Neat.
He did have a loony with dodge. But the loony got movement down, so he fired it and bought a new one.
Neat.
I told him you need to buy a bombardier, and he said maybe. He has 130k.
That he does. But hey, at least it was better than giving a fanatic leap like we've seen one player do earlier before.
Oh no, he's home. And he has the bribe stadium. Against dwarves that are giving him.
Oh no! That's gonna be amazing to see.
He has, he has the Nuffle altar.
Oh!
It's minus. So he's getting, let me see, is it just 260? Yeah, he's getting 260.
Neat.
And against dwarves, and he has 130 in the bank. So technically he has
390
to work with.
Shit, who is he going to get, I wonder?
I know that he's gonna get Fanatic one, because that's always good.
Yeah.
I think he might go double Fanatic, double Loony. I am half glad and half not glad that Blood Bowl 3 does not have the star player traits.
Yeah.
Because I think it's Fungus.
Yes.
His star player trait is every time he's activated, you can re-roll one of the movement rolls.
That's neat.
Right, it's not as bad as one of the other guys that is a 5 movement ball and chain dude.
Yeah.
That I think his thing is once per game, he's not counted as being the secret weapon. So he doesn't get sent off at a turnover.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
And 5 movement.
Yeah, he'll just dance through your opposing line. Whew.
He's no Acorn the Squirrel, though.
Oh, that's so... I love Acorn.
Let's see.
Alright, so let's pop over into Division E while we're looking at these things and see what else is going on here in Week 7. Still 3 games left to play. Yep, and what's their leaderboard down here in Division E? Because here's actually what's actually kind of funny, right? I still have a lot of talks with one of the lower players. He's not in this one, but there's one of these. But he actually he was able to beat the first place orc team of his division and he is only sitting here in Division E. All right, that's cleared up. Sitting here in Division E, we've got Orcs, Bretonnians, Wood Elves, and Elven Union in the top 4. And it looks like Orcs are sitting pretty solidly in first place with a total of 17 league points.
I just find it funny of the team that's in 5th.
Nurgle, strange smelling fellas.
They've won once, but have 4 draws.
Yeah, that gives them 8 points. No, not 8, that's 7 points.
Yep.
That is amazing. How do you get into, like, if for some strange reason, and I think it might actually still be possible at this point, for some strange reason, Nurgle tie 2 more times and Elven Union lose, the Nurgle will be in 4th place having only won a single game.
Granted, the way Nurgle normally has things happen is like no one scores and it's just a bad time for whoever played them.
Oh man, I just realized something else here. I was just thinking, it would have to be like the Elven Union would have to lose both of their games, and either Khemri or Lizardmen would have to not win. But I just realized, if Khemri or Lizardmen win one game, they won't beat Nurgle. They will just tie Nurgle currently.
Yep. Also, their Beast of Nurgle has claws. Which means they had to roll doubles to get Claw.
Thanatos, keep Nurgling, my friend. That is an astounding team.
Yeah, he also has a Rotter with plus agility and another level up that hasn't gone through yet. Normally it's the Pestigors that are like the ball carriers, but apparently that Rotter is, you know.
And it looks like, actually, talking about Nurgles, they tied the first place Orc team, handing them one of their only 2 not wins so far.
Yeah.
So, frankly, Nurgles might actually just be the dark horse of this division. Taking one step up. In your defense, memes, Nuffle was being a funny bastard that game. Man, that sounds funny. It's amazing. Pop over to Division D. Still, as we said, 1 game left. That's Goblins versus Dwarves. But what's their thing looking like right now? What is Division D's thing? Was it only going to be the top 4 or top 8?
Top 8 minus the admins. So technically, the 10th spot is the cutoff.
Okay.
So technically, the human team has a chance of going. The Lizardmen do not, but they've been having a bad season anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
They remade their team, and like the way that I was able to beat them was being elves in general and just going, I'm going around your Saurus to hit your skinks. And then that's what happened.
Neat. So yeah, looks how we're doing Div D this time. It looks like we've got Norse, Skaven, Orcs, Dwarves, Necromantic, Vampire, Amazon, and Nurgle all going to the playoffs. Fen and Digi being disqualified for being admins. But sitting at 2nd and 3rd place, both of you have been doing some very good time. I just realized, and you're right, I just noticed Fen has 5 wins to his name.
Yep, his first game was a loss. And then everything else he just won.
He's been on absolute fire.
He lost against the team I just played. Which, I mean, it's vampires. If they go off and are great, that you can't really deal with them.
Yeah.
But it's like the thing that I was basically doing for that match was just It's a waiting game. Something bad will happen.
Yeah.
Don't know what, but something bad will happen.
Right. Heading on over to Division C. Still 2 games left. I was actually turned on to this earlier. The Mummy Returns 1999 Khemri versus Apocalypse Heralds, Hellbent's, Wolfbot's Ogre Team, another admin. Khemri won 4-0 against Ogres.
It's undead.
Fair enough. Undead.
It's not. That just means it's slightly better in them trying to pick up the ball.
Yeah. So we still have 2 games left to play here in Week 7, but what's the leaderboard looking like? Undead at 6-1-0. Dang, Lubbock, you're going right off there. Followed then by Skaven, Chaos Dwarves, and Dark Elves. Arcuja, not a super old-time player right now. I think this is her 3rd season. She's been doing very well.
Yeah.
Sitting here in 4th place as Dark Elves in Division C. She's definitely... She's making a name for herself in Crenbowl.
Yep.
Even if it's only like 1 or 2 of us that recognize her.
Yeah, that guy doesn't beat. I was like, wait, the Necromantic re-rolled. So they're just at the bot. They haven't played their match, I think.
Ah, that explains.
Yeah, the Skeletal Singers haven't played their match. Their re-roll is because of Hellbent.
Oh.
If you go to the team list, you can see what happened to their team at the end. They had a werewolf at the top.
Ooh, that always hurts.
But it died. And their other werewolf was doing a miss next game. So they're like, I'm gonna re-roll. So I can have both my werewolves and actually try to level them up in the next 2 games.
Oh my. I can't not look at this team and not mention Fleetwood Macabre, Ghost Malone, Kryptony Spears, Scary Underwood, Frankenstein Sinatra. This is beautiful.
Oh, I think
I'm only half listening
their
because
remake is exactly the same.
Oh,
for
that's beautiful.
Their team theme. They have Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi, Scalene Dion, Skeletina Turner. This is Poltergeist Simon, Crypt Cobain. These are very good names. I love it when a player has their team theme on point. Very top tier. Oh boy. But going back over here, Snedge, I'm only half listening because I'm a bad person. Have you guys talked about the Cren match tonight? Not yet. We are
technically, but not
a little bit, but not in a lot of detail as yet. We will when we get up to Division A. We're still in Division C at the moment. But Snedge, if you want to love these names, I don't know how much you're into 40K, but I gotta show you my team.
We'll get there when we get to Division A.
Indeed. So yeah, there's your leaderboard for Division C, and it's looking to be quite a fun thing. Undead have definitely locked up their first place and are definitely going into playoffs, so it's going to be more for a battle for the lower teams. But first in Division B, they still have 3 games to play for the rest of this week. So, not everything is set up, but how about that leaderboard so far? We've got Khemri at first up with Nerip, then Humans, Chaos, and Amazon. Synthric is sitting at 7th. He's the admin there, so...
Yep.
But yeah, Khemri at 5-2. That's impressive. Humans at 3-2-2.
Good old halflings at 2-3-2.
Oh yes, Von Cause halflings. He can still get in there.
Yes, it's... I just half want him just to win it out because of the fact that halflings are just supposed to be the worst, but in the hands of a player that actually knows how to play with really bad players.
Yeah, I just realized if Von Kaw hits 4th place and I stay where I am in Division A,
You will play him.
I will play him.
I am so glad that we changed how freaking playoffs worked.
Yeah,
Considering,
yeah,
because Old Way would have had Von Kaw playing against the 4th place person, the 1st place person. If he went into 4th place, he would have been playing the 1st place person of people that are like their first season of Blood Bowl.
yeah. That just sucks.
Yeah, like
We're literally throwing lambs to the wolves at that point.
yeah, the reasoning behind that was, like, from old admins and such, was we want to give the 1st place person to go against a 4th place person. But the order they had it was division, like Krendor's division played against Division C, which is like the division right below them. But the they played against the European division.
Yeah,
First
which
match, and then
unfortunately
Division B,
put Division B, where all of our sweaty players are, against the new players in Old D.
yeah, and that was just the worst because they were just like
They were farming off of the new players who had no chance of winning, which only catapulted them further ahead against the other players that they would face.
Yeah, that, like, the thing that I championed was, okay, we can't have the first play, like, it was like sort of understandable of, I think, oh hey, you barely made it in. I think we swapped it that division that the expert played the Europeans instead. And then Krendor's played the beginners during that first season. And then Teep happened.
Yeah!
Where he was Skaven and he was in the position of, if I am in scoring position with a gutter runner, that thing will score.
And it did.
And scoring position for a gutter runner is like 2 steps in.
Yeah.
And he got, I think that was Krendor's season that doesn't exist. No, that's not. No, it wasn't, because he actually made it to playoffs. He made it to playoffs. But he was as a team that basically just could not go up against that Skaven team. Like, it had no tools to stop it. And just got annihilated. And then he got, like, Goblins, I think. Right after that, which also don't have tools to stop. They technically they do, but they need to be around, and someone that scores instantaneously.
Yeah.
Just like that just nullifies goblins.
It really does.
Or do what I did, where the other way to nullify goblins is just take Noblars. They can't beat your team value.
Yeah.
That's actually how I won my only match in Season 8, where we had the Thunderdome, which might come back for Blood Bowl 3, because we can't have Pro Bowl, because, no mixed teams and no way of actually doing that shit.
Yeah, right. All right, so...
Division A.
Division A! Here's our schedule. We have 1 game left this week, playing tonight at 11 p.m. It's the Trade Unionists, what is it? Elven Union versus Krendor's Wood Elves, the Squirrel Elves. Tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, streamed on Krendor's channel. But let's take a look at that leaderboard for right now. Let's see. At the top we have, ooh, that's me!
Yeah, but Krendor hasn't played yet, and he'll probably bump ahead of you.
Probably. I mean, it's entirely likely. So yeah, we have the Orcs, played by me, in first place, tied with Mineral Cravers, who, shockingly enough, that is the next game that I am playing. Orcs versus Dwarves. It's going to be the number 1 versus and number 2 players going into week 8.
Or the 3 and 4.
Or the 3 and 4,
Pretty much.
depending on how this happens. Yeah, so Wood Elves at Crenbowl here, 4-1-1. He's sitting in 3rd place, which is quite surprising. Bretonnians, Big Mac's bumbling bannermen, who have scrapped their way up into 4th place, 4-1-2. They've been doing pretty good themselves. Meanwhile, Elven Union here in 5th place, not capable of breaking into the top 4 on this game if it's going to happen.
They are balanced, as all things should be.
They are indeed. It's not impossible. Big Mac would have to lose both of his games and all of his games, and Elven Union are going to have to win most of theirs at that point. But at that same point, Goblins are also not really out of it, even if like Frozen Light's Wish.Communists and further down are kind of out as well. It's like
well, next week actually it has Elven Union versus Bretonnia.
Ooh, so that's going to be a major one for playoff.
And
worth.
Bretonnia is going to have 3 more linemen because they're missing a dude because I think he died, and 2 of their blockers are out.
Neat.
Both with not great games.
Yeah. So that's our leaderboard. But Snedge, I told you wanted to see somebody's good names. I'm going to show you some good names. The Orc team in Division A, played by Chun-Li 1, that's me, the Prime Orcs. Look at them go, folks. They are big, mean, and green, and here are their names. We have Lion Orc John Sork, Rylan Orc, who is recently has replaced his Primarch Fulgrork after he died to a insidious FOUWL, might I point out. So we have a new thrower. Beyond us, we have Perturabork, Jagork Tai Krork, Lemork Russork. Orc called Dornork is missing this game. He got injured in this last one. Conrork Kurzork, Sanguiniork, Fairork Manork, Angrork, who shares a very interesting little fancy thing. He has 2, count them, 2 touchdowns to his name. I kid ye not. Rebutork Gillimork and Mortrolian, who also has a funny little stat. He has played for 2 games. His rate of acting... His first game he played for 8 turns. He was stupid for 6. This game he played probably about a similar amount and was stupid for 5 of them. He's got 11 out of 16 for not doing anything. Only one big guy that's good this entire season. I would not be surprised. Can't wait for my crap. Oh, I'm excited for that one too, Snedge. That's going to be the season closer, and it's going to be a fun one, I'm sure. Look at all this. I've got 6 guard. If Rylanork hadn't needed to step up because of Fulgrork's death, I would have had 7 guard. Which, by the way, I want to thank you, Digi, for suggesting this stupid meme. It's working out.
Welcome.
Sounds like the troll deserves an MVP. The troll deserves a brain transplant is what he needs. You also suggested it too, memes. That is true. You have encouraged the silly. But yeah. So now, now that we're back here, seriously, do I want to add one more? Do I want to add another lineman and have Magnork the Orc? They are trolling.
Yeah, 950. 950.
He was weeding his garden, is what the joke has been in the game.
You should actually get a goblin.
What's team value against the dwarves? Team value against the dwarves.
If I remember correctly, he has
13.
16,000.
Yep, he has 1,600. So we're sitting at 240 in my favor for right now.
If you get a goblin, you'll just get 200.
Hmm.
Goblins are 40.
Right.
Currently
Save
have
money and go big on
cutscenes
inducements. That's not a bad idea.
He's traveling.
The funnier option. Yeah, probably. It's I'm only asking because I was thinking about it with Orkgul Dornork and being out next game. Then I don't have a sideline. Meanwhile, the dwarf team absolutely has a sideline, including a death roller. So yeah.
Oh, that dwarf team reminds me of my dwarf team.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to all and then search up my coach name for like in this area, so you can actually look at it.
All right.
So yeah, just you like instead of saying members, just go to all for that one. And coach name. I'm sure I have a space in there.
No, I think I might have to go to a different league, but
no, you misspelled it.
Oh.
You spelled Peachy.
Oh. Digi Pichu. All right. Sir.
Do I have a space?
Oh, there we go. Tony and Underwood on Chaos Dwarf. Azure Blood.
Yeah. So, my dwarf team had the same problem as that dwarf team.
Too much money.
Yes, I bought the death roller because I could.
Buy a goblin to throw to get rid of the death roller.
Technically, that could work.
It could work, but I would require more Trollian to not be stupid and not eat the goblin. But that would be amazing.
Yep. So yeah, my dwarf team had the problem of just too much good things, and also my troll slayer, my level 4 troll slayer, right there.
Enterprise.
That rolled doubles twice.
Hence, jump up and dodge.
Yes.
Nutty.
This team did not make it to playoffs.
Even nuttier.
Because it just got way too high in team value. If I remember correctly, I got 6th.
Ah.
But this was also back in the 12 team version. This was season 6.
All right.
So I'm not sure if you were here during season 6.
I wasn't playing in season 6 because there were a few seasons that I either missed or didn't get in. But
Yeah.
yeah, I started personally back in 4.
Oh yeah, season 6 we had Division TB, or the European Division. That was Krendor's Norse team season.
Man, we've been doing this for a very long time, haven't we?
Yes. Where he had Yeti Ditka with his 21 SPP.
Yeti Ditka. I love Krendor's naming convention for his big guys. Just always Ditka.
Always Ditka. Oh Yeah, my ogre team actually was in the same division as Crendor. That was his Grapeskins.
Aha!
He beat me.
That's the Snotling prep team, wasn't it?
No. This was the ill-fated Senshado Federation ogre team. The one with actual ogres that lost 8-0.
Ooh. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
I had a
My
team
Amazon
naming
team.
idea, actually just all of Crendor's Ditka's memes. That's amazing.
You have enough.
You certainly do.
My Amazon team, the Low E Defense Squad, had a fun match against the High Elves, the Wood Elves,
Ooh.
where one of the
At least I'm not as old as I will be next year, Mike Ditka. That's a Crendor quote if ever I heard one. That is indeed Snedge.
Yes. And that also needs to be the team motto for your Crendor's Ditkas. But yeah, the elf team I played against, the Wood Elf team, had a War Dancer die
Ooh.
on a Scold block. And then later on, I fouled a War Dancer just like, okay, this guy has to get stunned. He cannot get up. It died. So I caused a team reroll from that poor Wood Elf team that lost
Ooh.
both War Dancers in one match.
Yeah.
So no, they didn't reroll, but they just like, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Dehedro. You did, in fact, miss it. You missed 2 games, actually.
Yep. And it was after that when I did the Snotling prep team. And that was the first season also of... Snotling prep team was the first season of Pro Bowl.
Hmm.
Then I had Loyal and Incompetent.
I demand that everyone starts playing again now, please.
Good old Loyal and
Do we
Incompetent.
have? Is there another game that we know has been good?
I do not know. I mean, I could send you the replay file of my 8-0 ogre match, and
Oh yeah, the
Watch
Nurgle
that.
game.
oh yeah, Nurgle.
Oh yeah. The strange smelling fellas versus I wanna boop the snoot. Yep, that's Nurgle versus Orc. So you know what? Let's make it one more. After we've
Yeah.
gone over the entire thing, let's make it one more game just for Dehedro and Snedge so y'all can see some more Blood Bowl. How about that? Let me just make another quick change to my thing. Orcs and Nurgle.
Every
Edit.
time I look at my Norse team,
Division E.
I'm like, what could have happened? Div C?
No, it says this is in Division E.
E.
Where am I? Still in Nurgle. Alright, so we'll drop that. And we'll pop one more down. It makes it all look nice and fancy. Alright. Now then, we have all of that set. My stream title is correct. All of the links are reading the proper game. How about some more Blood Bowl? Nurgle versus Orcs, the strange-smelling fellas, played by Memes in Lord or Minecraft Zom, versus I Wanny Boop the Snoot, who is apparently not on this team. No, it should be on that. It should be on that page. There it is. No, that is Minecraft. That is Minecraft Zom. I Wanny Boop the Snoot versus the Nurgle team. I'm slowly losing my mind. The strange-smelling fellas, played by Thanatos. I did get you mixed up. I apologize, Memes. We need a really stupid counter up there. Yeah, we do kind of need a really stupid counter. All right. All right. You ready for this? I'm going to keep counting how many times a Plague Bearer stupids. Okay. Sure. We will do that. We will do that. Are you ready?
This is it, sports fans.
That it is. Listen to Snagglepuss, everybody. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see if I can get this right. Oh, well, heavens to Murgatroyd. It's Blood Bowl, sports fans. The strange-smelling fellas, even. Look at them. They're all so pustulely and disgusting. It makes me want to take a shower. But anyway, today they'll be playing Blood Bowl against their opponents. The big, strong orc team, even. I Wanna Boop the Snoot. They're here, all ready to mash some Nurgle face into the ground. All before this, and all afterwards, we'll exit. Stage right, even.
If I could copy Mildew Wolf.
Well, don't expect much for that with all of these losers and freaks.
It's
literally Mildew Wolf
just
is
Paul Lind.
It's just Paul Lind.
On the Wikipedia page, it's like, and Mildew Wolf. It from it's the wolf segments of Chattanooga Cats, voiced by John Stephenson, impersonating Paul Lind.
And then you have Uggy Duggy, who is literally, just another impersonation of crap. I forget his name, and I'm doing it even now.
Good old Wikipedia. Let's see.
Oh, crap. Jimmy Durante!
Yes.
Oh, my God. Oh, boy.
Doug Young with a Brooklyn accent based on Jimmy Durante.
Oh. All right, here we go. Nurgle to receive. It's the kickoff, folks. High kick. Turn on the level ups. With an immediate catch by Bulja Hairnerf.
I do find it weird of how the Beast of Nurgle has to roll doubles to get a mutation.
That is a little strange. Chun, you were born in the wrong era to become a voice actor. You could do 99% of those voices. I still can do 99% of those voices. I just can't make it in voice acting because it's just such a tight-knit community nowadays. And I'm more conservative than Karl Marx. So there you go. I'm not making it in Hollywood anytime soon. Oh, that's bad. Ending off the turn with a double skull right there in the middle.
Yeah, there are online things that allow you to do voice acting. one of the, because I think like way earlier this year, signed up for. I need to get back into doing the thing. For Joe Ziga's voice acting academy. And one of the things that, like, there's 2 different sites that they recommend. One of them is called just Voices, and the other one is Voices 1, 2, 3.
And also, apparently, Casting Call that memes is just suggested in chat too. I might have to check those out.
But yeah, they give a bunch of different bunch of different stuff.
That goat just sent that goblin scorpioning right into the ground. He is stunned. Sage, Trish, Fang. Okay. I want to try and do voice acting for multiple reasons, but part to try and break into it. Yeah. Probably hard, not part. But yeah, I get you. Like, it's been something that I've been thinking about for a very long time, too. I just don't ever do it.
Yeah. I also have kind of been thinking about it. Also mainly to try to break my own basically like mental blocks of doing any voices.
Ooh, Claws KOs the troll immediately. Principal Spears. Okay. Memes, could you tell me what is your team theme? Coach Soil, Nesser, Ripley, Uncle Mo. There's something niggling in the. Should know this, but it's not coming to me. Meanwhile, that black orc is just sent Dismack the Sighted to the ground. He's stunned. I'll send you a link after the game for you to play. Hey, just a... oh, for the team theme? Oh, all right.
Okay.
And Snake Eyes on a dodge.
Love to see... No. It was a 1, 2, 2.
Oh, it wasn't Snake. Okay.
Still bad, though.
Still bad.
Not as bad as failing a dodge as a high elf.
Indeed.
That I did in 2 consecutive turns.
That was rough.
Yes. Like, it's bad, but it's like, come on. Also, the beast has not boneheaded or really stupided.
Yep. Which is surprising, because here comes a big-time beast blitz. Knocking over Ripley. And more so, even. Who wants to get touched by that tongue? Nobody. Ripley is stunned by it, even. Nick. Strelic Maestro. Right? Yeah. Well, Strelic One-Eyed Maestro. I didn't see the digit. Ismac the Sighted, Krava Kadabra, Ramus Foul Typh, Yuzlo Ebolius. I might be missing something with the Nurgle team too, but it's at least ways funny to say.
Yes. I've at times for the European division. Oh, hello.
Yeah, it's a Black Orc Blitz! That didn't work. Until it did!
Oh. And the next bit didn't work.
Whee!
The thing I thought that I saw right there was him doing a piling on. Because I was like kind of distracted like for a second, then all of a sudden, oh, he's doing that? Wait. Oh, it's even worse.
Uncle Mo just decided it was like, oi, Like his watch was just like his Apple Watch was just like beep 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 beep. Oh, oi, oi! Terribly sorry. It appears to be more time to do some perineal sunning. I always like to do these little sessions of perineal sunning by landing smack on my back after jumping wildly. Now, if you'll excuse me, hot split. Go to. Oi, what's a coming to go? I'm doing some perineal sunning here. That's so dumb. That's so dumb.
A pass from a Nurgle team.
Who'd have seen it? Certainly not us right now. But we did. I have a few voices that I can do. A great Southern act. Yeah, both Highborn and Super Southern. Interesting interpretation of Dragonborn and how they'd speak. Sort of Irish, but almost offensive just because of how bad it can get. And even generic Townsgirl and a few others. That's a pretty decent range, Dehedra. I was like, well, I can let you tell you, I can do a pretty good Southern accent as well. Maybe a little bit more Mountain Man is from Duck Dynasty than anything else, but you know, you find something that you can easily mimic. Have myself a good old thing of lemonade, a sweet tea. Yeah, I as a Southern that is way too little twat. Okay, fair enough, memes. I just like, to be fair, I am also a New Yorker, born and bred. For as much as New York City would resent that.
Yeah.
I've not spent a lot of time in the South.
I have spent not that much time either, but mine is California.
That goblin is just getting roughed up.
Right now, I am not in California. In Washington, where it has snowed twice. It snowed on Wednesday, and it was snowing this morning.
That beast of Nurgle is doing work.
Makes you wish you had him.
He kind of do. He's certainly doing more than Mort Trollian, and he would fit the... more better fit the theme of that character.
Yep.
Y'all need to mix a few more y'alls and six into, would you, did you? Will you, did you?
Poor Uncle Mo.
And splat. And that part.
He attempted.
I strained my perineum. I sunned it too much.
With a black orc. Why?
I mean, I score touchdowns with black orcs, but I don't dodge with them.
Yeah, it makes sense to score with them because you had multiple chances and to actually get the ball.
True.
And normally when you're going for the ball, it's, oh, there's nothing else around for to pick it up. We'll have him pick it up. Cool.
Well, actually, the only time that actually happened was the first time I scored with Angrork. The only time I ever actually picked up a ball with a black orc was that one time with Angrork. And that caught everybody by surprise.
Yeah, it's normally a case of, oh, well, that happened with the black orcs. It is very rare for the black orcs to actually do a thing.
That doesn't involve punching, anyway.
Oh yeah, he was wanting to mark the Pestigore. And that happened.
Coach Soul is KO'd.
That just reminded me of the Legend of Tigtone.
Hmm.
You remember that?
Legend of Tigtone. I don't think I do. It sounds familiar, but I'm probably thinking of Tagnatara, which probably isn't right.
It's basically, I would just suggest, like, I have no idea how to describe it, other than it's just very hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that happens in it is like I think actually I would just say watch it. It's great.
I just searched it up on YouTube. Yeah, that looks weird.
It's very weird, but also very hilarious.
All right. Well, I will have to give it a shot, if nothing else.
The way that I found it, also that was just happened. Was from Team 4-Star when they were playing. I think it was like one of their streams they were doing. No, it wasn't Team 4-Star. Technically it was, but it was just Lanny of Team 4-Star, Lanny Bator.
Mm-hmm.
When he was playing through Shadow of War.
Ah.
Because he said that that Talion looks like Tigtone.
If you can pick up a ball with Khemri, you can pick up a ball with a Black Orc. That's true. I've seen it happen.
True.
If you can score with a mummy from half pitch, you can score with a Black Orc, which I've also done from half pitch.
True.
It required a blitz kickoff to happen, but it did.
If you can catch a ball from a throw-in and then throw with a tree, you can score with a Black Orc.
Yeah.
That was good old Division E, where they had like 5 big guys or something.
All right.
And I actually took control of that team that season, like for that game, because the frickin' that was the season, like that was one of the seasons of, for some reason the Europeans just did not want to play Pro Bowl, even though this is the for fun thing.
Yeah.
And
well, to be fair, we always have trouble with European retention.
Yep.
What we're saying is Black Orcs make it too easy. Yes. And here's a problem for the Orc team. Urgoth has to be on the field before the half.
Yep.
Blitz!
Nothing happened because all their players are way too far back.
Yeah. So unless I missed something about the Orc team, they don't have a bribe, so that means Urgoth is just not going to do anything this game.
No.
If one player woke up, it would have been fine. Ugh, don't you hate that?
Also, he's just a 3-strength chainsaw guy.
Yeah.
He's one of the worst chainsaw guys.
I love how they've never been able to actually fix that animation.
Oh, the fact that it's just a goblin chainsaw guy instead of anything else?
No, the chainsaw animation just in general. Like, everything else except for when he's doing, like, a chainsaw action, the chain actually goes around the model properly, but when you zoom in to, like, on a FOUWL or something, the chainsaw the chain actually, like, just rotates on an internal axis inside the model, as opposed to around the frame of the actual chainsaw.
It is hilarious. Now, will they get people back? They technically do.
One Rotter is back out. Or back in, rather. Meanwhile, the Orcs get a Black Orc and a Blitzer. With 1 reserve. Urgroth is sent off with no recourse. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players still on the Orc side. Meanwhile, the Nurgle also have 11 players, but they also have 2 more of a bench.
Yep.
Ooh, excuse me.
I am surprised about how...
And a big guy. That's right, DeHedro.
Yep, and a big guy. I'm very surprised of how, during my match against the Nurgle team in Div D, that I was able to do passing.
Yeah.
Nurgle is the team that's like, well, you want to pass, but have fun.
Let's see, what is it? Disturbing presence for any pass or catch. All right. But if you can pass and... Yeah. But if you can pass and catch outside of all of it, I want a Boop the Snoot gets a reroll. And a decent pickup chance for them. Like, sure, a 7 distance pass is not ideal in the best of times, but high enough.
I dealt with it was just lateral passing in like outside of their zone, but like it wasn't actually going from one side of their zone to the other. It was just both of them are on the outside.
Yeah. Bounce.
That was one of my fears. Was if the Nurgle team actually did what they're supposed to do, which if you're going to a team that's passing a bunch, you just spread your Nurgle warriors and these Nurgles out, and it's like nearly impossible to do any sort of passing because they can just have such a field coverage.
Yeah. It's less of a thing here against Orcs.
Yes, it is also for every disturbing presence to Hadro.
Yeah, it is. Really is less of a thing against Orcs because you're not going to be passing as much unless you're my Orc team because we're weird. But...
Yep. Granted, you get so much SPP from passing.
Oh yes, all those ones add up.
My secondary thrower leveled up from only passing.
I know.
That's all his SPP is from. My main thrower has passed, I don't know how many times now because of the previous game where he had dump off and mounted.
What a skill dump off.
Especially when you pair it with Nerfs of Steel.
Yeah.
If you can get a level up on like a couple, like both runners for a Dark Elf team and get them Nerves of Steel, they can just like chain their passing along. The downside is they are, I think, one of the ones with 7 armor.
Goblin roll smack. KO style block o'clock is stunned. That's a great name. If only because it's fun to say.
Ooh.
Nice. Big old crump.
Appearance.
Vilachenko Akromegalith is injured. And it saves the Blitzer from being surfed.
Yep.
Foul appearance.
That is one thing I've wanted to do. For either Nurgle or Underworld. Is just get Disturbing Presence on everything. So you have a 1 in 6 chance of just not being able to do something.
No. Well, there it goes. That guy's been surfed.
Yep.
Really weak armor for the runners, but they are very fun if you have both runners with Nerves of Steel.
Yeah. That is actually where the High Elves actually have the advantage, because the thrower has 8 armor, as opposed to 7.
Mm.
The High Elves, only their catchers have 7, which makes them actually the tanky elves compared to
Leg chi.
such good names.
And it just makes me laugh. Senor Speedo's knee.
Okay, the guy that is diagonally marking the goblin.
Yeah. Cravacadabra.
Yeah, Caravacadabra.
That is so good. Bulge ya hair nerf.
Oh,
I won't spin round on the ground. I spin around, ground down, round ground. Oh, frenzy into skull. You'll hate to see it. Anani Moose is dead or KO'd, not dead. We had to come out with like a compact mirror to check if he was breathing. He was.
one thing I've always also wanted to do is have a chaos team, like normal chaos, and have my chaos warriors actually be the ball carrier instead. Because they, in terms of just agility, they are exactly the same as the beastmen. They just don't have as much movement.
Yeah. Woo! Nurgle Warrior has decided to beef his blitz and fall on his back. Meanwhile, Inko C Nito, or G Nito, is there on this right there on the edge of the end zone. Probably wisely not risking go for it, while the rest of his team decides to choose violence.
Yep. They're hoping for this to happen.
Well, they're not going to get that with just pushes.
Yep. They're more likely to get a this.
Yeah. I love the Discord soundboard.
I find it funny that all those are just from mine and not from the Crenbowl League.
Coach Soul is KO'd trying a risky red die against the beast.
It's a trap!
Only a little bit of one. This beast has not gone stunts hardly.
He has not. So much for having a counter.
Thank you for reminding me. I had completely forgot about the counter. Announcer.
Yeah,
We
it's
regret
highly
to
doubtful
inform
that
you
you'll
folks
need it.
that he's still alive.
Considering the fact that he is, I think, really stupided, I think, once this entire match. Ooh. And... badly hurt, badly hurt. It's always fun to see what injuries a decay player will get. To get both.
Yeah.
Because
No long-term effect.
Because one of the more funniers is that, oh, this guy broke his arm and he's dead. It's like, oh, even worse than just breaking your arm, you're also dead.
You broke your arm in such a way that it went up your shoulder and through your skull, jamming it into your brain. Successful blitz to get Inko Nito the touchdown, bringing us to a 1-1 tie. with the last quarter of the game. Nurgle to receive in that half. Oh, fuck, I forgot about the orc cheerleaders. I always forget about the orc cheerleaders.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
That's true.
Except orc cheerleaders.
Our weapon is surprise, fear, and surprise. Surprise and fear, fear and surprise. All 2 weapons are fear, surprise, and ruthless efficiency. 3. All 3 weapons are fear, surprise, ruthless efficiency, and almost fanatical devotion to the Pope. 4. Amongst our weaponry are such diverse elements as fear, surprise, ruthless efficiency, and fanatical devotion to the Pope, and the lovely red uniforms. No, Cardinal Biggles? You will have to say it. What? You will have to say our chief weapons are. Oh, I couldn't do that.
Such great.
I wasn't expecting the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh no, we're late.
Oh, bollocks. I was waiting for you to...
Oh, bollocks.
I was waiting for you to use the button, but that's even better.
Yeah, cause like I was like, wait, should I press the button? No, let's do the ending skit instead. The ending skit instead is so good too.
I love you, Digi. You know exactly how to make it funny. Oh, that's so good. We are the knights who say, "Me." And you must bring us a shrubbery. Oh yes, very good, very good. Very nice shrubbery. I love how the begonias border the path. It's quite lovely. Charming, charming. 50 different types of cheese. But there is a small problem. We are no longer the knights who say me. We are now the knights who say zing tong zilly bally swang dyson whoop.
Knights who formerly said knee.
He's like, first, you must bring us another shrubbery. Then, you must chop down the mightiest oak in the forest with a herring.
You know how I said that my dad was born in South Africa?
Yeah.
One of his
regeneration
I think it
comes
was I think one of his English teachers, his English or history, would show Monty Python sketches for lessons.
That is amazing. It is to be fair, one of the better ways to learn a language is to learn comedy in that language. Like,
Yep.
if you can understand the wherefores and why nots of what makes that funny in that language, then you will have a better understanding of just the general rules and nature in general.
Yep. Oh no. Oh, we got a head, but oh, there is
Ooh.
was
Whee! Holy crap, it worked.
yep.
Holy crap, it failed.
Yeah, that's it.
Holy crap, it worked. Rule of threes, damn it.
There was a game that you remember like where you just like looked at a game for like 5 minutes or something like that.
It was like what, 15 minutes of game or whatever that was? Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
One of them that he did was Oh Sir, the Insult Simulator.
Oh, I love that game!
I do have that game.
I have it on my Switch.
It basically is just all Monty Python sketches.
It is! Literally, even some of the setups are just Monty Python sketches. The whole dead parrot bit.
Yep.
And smack, you don't get to move. What'd I tell you about moving? I told you don't get to move! No move for you! You know the whole nut, you know the whole Seinfeld soup Nazi? I am his cousin, the move Nazi! No move for you!
Remember correctly, Jerry Seinfeld actually based that off of an actual dude.
I think, yeah, I remember that. Oh man, Jerry. All of those old all the old comics, so good.
No, he died. And he got badly hurt.
Hang on, I gotta hit my buttons.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Whew. He's gonna try for it. He can. He's gonna push him away from it, allowing Nasser of the best chance he can to pick up the ball and score to bring it in for a win. Oh, he succeeded. Oh, I was on the wrong side of the field, wasn't I? Whoops.
Yep.
Whee! And the interception! Oh, that hurts. 2 games we've done today with 2 interceptions. With 2 very game-changing interceptions. Your movement was a hamster, and also your movement was a hamster, and also smelt of elderberries. Okay, he's gonna hand off to this guy. Nope, he's gonna pass.
And it landed just barely wrong.
If only he had diving catch.
Yep.
What a game. I would say that the game went places, but I think you and I went more places.
Yes.
Oh my.
That's 100% really stupid rate.
Yeah. Today is Friday, right?
Yes.
Now for my team origin. Alright, memes. Hit me.
And then the Legend of Tigtone.
Yeah, and then the Legend of Tigtone. Let's see. Oh, those SPP 5 for all these. You have 2 videos, actually. Oh, okay, cool. First one is your team motto.
What's a motto?
Nothing. What's the motto with you? Okay. I cannot copy that, so neat. But thank you. But that's interesting.
You might be able to.
I can't. I'm trying.
You said. So...
Amazing. I'll send it to you then. All right. Thanks, memes.
Yeah, you can't. You have to just directly type it in.
Yeah.
Dang. Unless he filled out the team sheet.
Now bring it up on stream so all may see my shame and look upon me as lesser. You know what? There's a reason actually why I have a few certain things here. Not the least of which, I have a thing here directly, specifically for reaction content. Am I ever going to use it? Probably not, except for stuff like this, but no. Okay, the First... Okay, so the first one is your team theme, huh? Or your... Yeah, trust those links. Hang on, we'll make sure that this is all looking properly and right. And first off, I'm just going to do just... Okay. I will admit that some of the designs are very nice. There's a decent amount of art direction in this that I can appreciate. You also gotta love how the trailer apparently, like, just completely spoils the whole thing, right?
Yeah. Well, what trailers don't nowadays?
That's true. It's like people can't. It's like developers can't trust you to play the game. They have to have you watch the game before you play it.
Well, I was also talking about movies.
That too.
Because at least for a game, you can technically still play it and have your own experience. For a movie, it's like, well, if you spoil it in the trailers, it's like, well...
Okay. You are a fool, though, because it is not just that. Snoot Game is not just a cringe furry dating sim. It is a 4chan parody cringe furry dating sim. Aha! So it's self-aware to an extent, too. Okay. I can appreciate that. Very well.
That is.
Okay. Well, on one hand, I'm only kind of glad we saw those, but I'm not specifically not glad. Secondly, I'm glad I actually got to use this. What's the word I'm looking for? Scene. This reaction setup that I have. Never thought I would use it, but here we are.
Yep.
And there was a second part of Sin Lord. Fair enough. That is true. That is true. If it weren't for the fact that I just always like try to diminuate Twitch names. The Wani part is the sequel called I Wani Hug That Gator because Wani is Japanese for alligator. Aha! Whew, excuse me. That went right through my nose. Gas, not liquid, mind you. Ah. So bash them together. That's I Wani Boop That Snoot. That is a very good and detailed explanation for why your thing is like why your team is that. That's actually really fun.
Yeah.
I doubt I will pick this game up, but I am aware of it now.
And now the begun of Tigtone.
Yes, sure, we'll do the Tig Tone.
It is an experience.
Legend of Tig Tone. So which one of these am I looking at? Like this Adult Swim trailer?
No, it would be the for like it's the Tigtone. I think it would be the Tigtone, the begun of Tigtone.
Okay, this one.
Yeah.
All right.
Dear Journal, I am in a lost and magic yet forgotten and ancient temple. For I have one of these things in common, and my name is Tigtone.
The sounds. Okay. Okay, Snoot Game. Snoot Game maybe not have caught my attention, but this did.
I must ask you.
Yeah, if you're like a D&D fan,
enjoy
this
games?
like basically you just know of any like people that are take it too hard.
I can
This is basically that.
my eyes. Are you friend or foe real?
The very same. Somewhat same.
Far too long awkward pauses.
Rolled into one. One and the same.
This animation
I have beaten your challenge, Ghost Wizard. Now give me a quest, or I shall take one from you with my bare hands.
What is this animation style? This is
I have no idea.
And Tigtone, take this packet of seeds to Beef Ankle the blacksmith in the village of Love Knox.
Why does
He
that
will
sound familiar?
Forge them into a great weapon and plant it. I am a ghost. It is foretold.
Seeds I can handle, but at what risk? Just what are the stakes?
There are no stakes.
Nothing? Nothing at stake?
Well, then I, myself, shall place the world at stake. Farewell, Ghost Wizard, or die trying.
I beg thy pardon.
I am not your father. But if I were, that would be a terrible shock.
Okay. Okay. Okay, you got me. You got me. I'm gonna have to watch this later. That is so. What is this?
It is just the. I have no idea where they came up with it, but it's just like.
Wow.
Basically, you just have to, like, just imagine like anybody playing D&D that said, "This is role play. You gotta play it with just like go hard role play." It's just like, yep,
And
that's probably what people. That's probably how they made this. Was that someone went way hard on role play.
And then they just had like somebody do a bunch of watercolor paintings and did like some strange Photoshop animations.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, this was apparently supposed to get a series on Adult Swim. I don't know if it ever did.
I doubt it.
But just this entire thing is just, it's very good.
It's so. It is very that. All right. Wow. Okay. Well.
Begun of TikTok.
The begun of TikTok.
And if you go look up Talion from Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War,
Yeah.
he looks a lot like TikTok.
Yeah, actually it does.
And that's where I found it because of Lanny going, like, basically saying, like, because you know how he has the wraith attached to him, and he was like calling the wraith Ghost Wizard.
That's funny. Oh, okay. So Memes just sent me a couple of pictures about Snoot Game. Like, and apparently Uncle Mo is a super Italian T-Rex guy with an amazing mustache. But also, the history teacher from the game is literally just a character ripped from Aqua Teen Hunger Force with a shirt on. Yeah, like a copy image, sending that to you, because like I swear this is the... Where are you? There you are. Yeah, this is the guy that he sent me. That is the history teacher. And this is apparently Uncle Mo. Hang on. Will Discord let me do that? Hang on, I gotta kick something on my thing here. There it is. Yep, there they are. The history teacher and Uncle Mo. This is... Wow, what is the... Okay. You still haven't sold me on it, but you're making me laugh about this game, Big Mac. No. Memes. God dang it. I'm looking at other people in my server and talking about things. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, this has been a very fun evening.
Yes.
All right. Well,
now you need to watch the rest of TikTok.
I will watch the rest of TikTok. That's how they get you. You come in for the laughs and stay because it's strangely well written. I really can't argue with that logic, Memes. Yeah. All right. Well, I will finish watching that Tigtone video, but I have to go to work, sadly. So...
Watch it at work.
I will. I absolutely will. Sounds exactly the kind of thing that will keep me sane while sweeping floors.
Sane and insane.
Exactly. The best part of being sane is knowing when you're insane. Sanely. In this insane world. How much more can I say while staring creepily at the camera like this? I don't know, but let's not find out. All right, so remember, folks, 11 p.m. Eastern, it's Krendor's game of Week 7 versus whoever he's playing, Elven Union. And yeah, so whether it's for more Blood Bowl later, either for me or anyone else, Dungeons and Dragons in a couple of weeks. Not this week, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. And also, there is another session of Dungeon Bowl and Dragons that is coming down the pipeline quickly. I believe we've actually settled on a date. November 12th.
Yep, which is the week after Strahd.
Yes. So we're going to have a bunch of that. And on that date, I'm going to tease it right now, we've got a special Crenbowl announcement there too.
Yep.
Because I don't think that it's not going to happen this time because because of things that have happened in the season. And I'm enjoying it. It's going to be so much fun. So, depending on what that is, then I've Chun-Li won. He's the Bendigi Pichu. And to all of you in the chat, thank you for hanging around, chatting, being all around cool dudes. Kindren, again, thank you for being around and thanks for the raid. We will see you all in the next game. Have a good rest of your day, all. Let's see, am I using the right button there? No, crank that one. That's the right button.
I'll break your arm, you say. Who's on first?
No need to get testy.
KNOO.